Good
Okay.
morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Creative Living. Thank you all for being here. And hello, all you smiling faces. How wonderful to watch you come on. And welcome, Annie, who's going to be here. Yay!
Yay!
What day are you coming in, Annie?
I fly into San Jose on Thursday.
We'd like to start out with Janet. And good morning, Janet.
Well, it's just what you just did, Reverend Dottie, was just perfect. Let's all just take a nice deep breath. Because this season of the year, we have Summer Solstice, and this is a candle representing the triple goddess and just all of the amazing things that can happen with the longest day of the year. How can we be present to the earth and to ourselves in this longest day of the year? And also, how we can honor our fathers. And some of our fathers are biologically fathers, and there are some fathers that are not biologically fathers, but they are energetically fathers. And I'm looking around here at this room, and I see several people, many people that hold that energetic fatherhood energy, that are protective, that are kind, that are uplifting. And so it's all about embracing all of the energy that is here for us. So I picked a yellow candle because guess what? The yellow represents the sun, and the sun, is at its full zenith this day of the year on summer solstice. It's in its full power. And so there you have it. And just as I sing and play, I just want to invite you to bring that sun, that heat, that energy, that warmth to you, and just let you know that you have all of this embodied within you. Each and every one of you has all of that embodied within you. I'm going to put it here, and if anyone needs to see it throughout the service, you just let me know, and I'll bring it up again. Now I have to get my very big guitar. All right, my friends. I just invite you to go inside to the sun of your heart. Just visit your heart for a moment and feel the joy and the power that is in that heart light. The heart is in the middle of our chakra system. It's our fourth chakra. It is the sun shining forth. And just allow yourself to feel the warmth. Just with every breath, just allow yourself to embrace the sun that lives within you. That powerful radiating light that calls us to express our love in a big, powerful way. There are so many sayings about don't put your light underneath a bushel. Let your full light shine. That is what the solstice invites us to do. To claim our passion and to claim the wholeness of all that we are, and to share that energy, that wonderful energy of light. Ooh, doo doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Oh, the light shines in my life, in my time. Oh, the light shines fears and all my hopes. Bring forth to the world all that I can be. Shine, 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 shines. Shine, 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 shines. Let the river flow, let the love grow. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it hold the hope, let it be the fire that lets us shine, shine, shine. All the dreams we hold, let us bring it forth. Shine, 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 shine. Let us hold the earth in our loving arms. Let us celebrate all that we are, all that we are. Bring us home to this. Bring us home to each other. Bring us home to this moment. Bring us home to the love. Bring us home to the light. Bring us home to the dream that we can be our full expression, that we can hold the deepest transition, that we can breathe in the light. Let it heal you, let it empower you, let it heal you, let it empower you. And we shine, 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 shine. Ooh, we shine, shine. Ooh, we shine, shine. Feel the heartbeat, feel the rays of your light penetrating even the dimmest night. Let us hold into the goddess power. Let us bring to every hour. Let us hold the light incarnate. Oh, the flame of passion. Oh, the heart of giving. Oh, the dream of living fully here. Now we are here. We are here.
Well, thank you so very much. That was wonderful. And now, Joan, did you have a card you wanted to say something about?
Well, I have a couple of things I want you to think about. One is that my daughter published her book, High Vibe Habits, and it's just a charming book putting spirituality into your daily habits. For example, reminding us to drink water carefully and prayerfully and letting it flow through us and letting spirit flow through us at the same time. It's available on Kindle or paperback, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's very tender
Give us the name of it.
language. High Vibe Habits by my daughter Margie Hager. And it has a very tender language. And today I'm reading from the Spirit Junkie card deck, which is always kind of fun. And my message is I send blessings to everyone who needs them and ask for them. And you know, folks, that's what we're here for. We volunteered for this time and this space to be here, and we need every prayerful mention that we can put out every single day to keep the balance and the spirit moving here. So I'm excited about sending you all prayers and sending them out to the city, to my neighborhood, the state of California, yay! United States, yay! World, yay! Because we all need prayers today.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much for sending that message to us. That's wonderful, Joan. And today we're going to be talking about the summer solstice because it's something, it's the brightest, it's the longest day of the year when the sun reaches its highest point. Across thousands of years and hundreds of cultures, people have honored this sacred turning point with bonfires, feasts, prayers, music, dancing, sex, gratitude for the abundance of life. It's been a very great day to celebrate. So I'd like you to. And you can celebrate in honor of your father too if you want to. Just add it all together. It's a mutual day for everything. And the word solstice comes from Latin and means sun standing still. For several days around the solstice, the sun appears to pause before beginning slow movement southward again. Isn't that something that we know when summer starts? When we can figure out what's happening? Ancient peoples paid close attention to this moment because their lives depended upon nature. The summer solstice represented maximum sunlight, fertility of the earth, abundance of crops, community celebrations, gratitude to the divine, and the recognition of life's fullness. That's a great day to have. And a day to celebrate also Father's Day. What a great combination of celebrations. Many summer solstices around the world celebrate with fire. Why? Because the earth is earthly sunlight. Isn't that a great thing? The earth is earthly sunlight. A bonfire is a piece of the sun brought down to earth. When people danced around solstice fires, they were symbolically dancing with the sun itself. And just think about that. You might not have a bonfire tonight, but bring in the sun into your life today and carry it with you into the night. People in the past would carry flames from the sacred fire back to their homes. Fire became a blessing. The flame represented life, the divine presence, and hope. All of that is represented by flame. The fires also bless the crops, protect livestock, bring prosperity, encourage fertility, and honor the light of summer. There's also a deeper lesson. At the very moment the sun reaches its greatest strength, it begins its return journey towards winter. The solstice to remind us that every peak contains a seed of change. Everything rises, falls, and returns. Nature teaches balance. So we're looking at Mother Nature at work during this period of time. Imagine standing atop Green Hill in Ireland. The sun is setting. The longest day is ending. A sacred fire burns nearby. You feel a warmth on your face. You hear laughter, singing. You feel gratitude. Now ask yourself, what in my life is flourishing? What blessings have I forgotten? What gifts have I overlooked? Think about that. What dreams have you overlooked? If you're getting well from a disease, just enjoy the fact that you're healing. If you were wishing that you were somebody else, stop it and go inside and be glad you're yourself. Because there's so many things that you are doing during this period of life. Here it's a little bit cloudy today. It feels great to just go outside and think of being here on summer solstice. Now ask your life, what in my life is flourishing? What blessings have I forgotten? You're alive. That's the greatest blessing you could have. What dreams are finally beginning to grow? What is it that you put out yesterday and you're finally getting it today? Or you're working on it? What gifts have you overlooked? What dreams are finally making it? I want you to remember your dreams. They're very important. Remember what you dreamt last night. And you might not have had a dream last night, but you forgot it when you woke up this morning. So during the day, think of your dreams. Summer solstice invites us to celebrate our progress rather than focus on remains undone. Think of that. Think of what you've accomplished today. You're alive. You're awake. You put a smile on your face. There are so many good things going on in your life. The solstice teaches a paradox. It is the brightest day, yet from this point forward towards the days gradually shorten. And I want to repeat that again. Yet from this point forward, the days gradually shorten. Why is that important? Because life is always changing. Nothing remains the same. Think of the difference of today as yesterday. Think of all the differences that have happened. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to dance with it. Isn't that fun? Dance with the changes in your life. Don't say, oh no, I can't change. Oh no, I can't move. Oh no, I can't dance. Oh no, I can't smile. Just change the energy in your life. The ancients understood that every season serves a purpose. Summer teaches celebration. Autumn teaches gratitude. Winter teaches reflection. Spring teaches renewal. Each season has wisdom. Ancient people believed, as above, so below. The heavenly fire shines above. The sacred fire burns below. Both connect us to the Creator. Think about that. How the ancients were so in touch with the Creator by the sun. And we just ignore the sun. We don't like it if it's covered. We don't like it if it's too foggy or if it's raining too much. Instead, accept the sun. Not merely physical light, but spiritual light. The light of understanding. The light that helps us find our way within life when it feels dark.
You know, one year I looked up how many degrees the sun moved each day, and there were days it moved 1 or 2 degrees forward, and there were other days it moved a degree back, and then 1 or 2 degrees forward and 1 degree back. And it was so much about how our life is that we move forward a little bit on certain days, and then some days we move back, but we regain momentum just like the sun does. And it eventually falls back into its orbit, but very small amounts. And that's so often how we move forward.
Right. We move forward
by baby steps.
Right. Both connect us to the Creator. The sacred fire burns below. The heavenly fire shines above. Not merely physical light, but spiritual light. The light of understanding, the light that helps us find our way when life feels dark. How many times have we heard someone say, I finally see the light? That is Áine's energy. She is a goddess. She is a part of the solstice. The movement from confusion into clarity. That is what Áine believes. And she's the goddess most closely associated with the summer solstice traditions. A strong candidate. She's Irish. This is when we were in Ireland. I took a group to Ireland. We went into a bath and it was called the Bath of the Goddess. And it was dedicated to Áine. She's not as commercially famous as Athena or Isis, but among those who study ancient seasonal celebrations, Áine is one of the greatest solstice goddesses. Her story contains lessons about light, abundance, healing, love, personal power, and our relationship with the earth. So if you haven't looked up Áine, it's spelled Aine. You're going to be amazed at how she is identified with the summer solstice. The summer solstice is not really about sunlight, it's about abundance. Look around nature. Trees do not produce just one leaf, they produce thousands. Flowers produce more seeds than necessary. Nature is generous. The universe tends toward abundance. It's fear that says there isn't enough. Spirit says you have plenty. Áine is a reminder that Creator's universe is designed around growth, possibility, and renewal, not scarcity, limitation, or fear. Áine comes from ancient Irish tradition. She's often called Goddess of Summer, Goddess of Light, Goddess of Love, Goddess of Fertility, Goddess of Prosperity, Queen of the Fairies, Queen of Sovereignty. Her name is thought to mean brightness, radiance, or splendor. Even her name means sunlight. She was associated with the warmth of summer, blooming fields, healthy animals, romantic love, personal freedom, and creative inspiration. That's quite a gal. In many stories, she appears not merely as a goddess of nature, but as the living spirit of life itself. Whenever things flourish, Áine is present. I'd never heard of this goddess. I thought I'd studied them all, but when I started reading about Áine, I was like, wow, she is wonderful. One of the most important places connected to Áine is a hill known today as the Hill of Áine. For centuries, local people climbed the hill on Midsummer Eve. They carried torches and lit great bonfires. One of the most fascinating aspects of Áine is her role as a healer. In Celtic tradition, sunlight was not merely physical, it carried life force. People understood something modern science now confirms. Sunlight affects health. Sunlight affects mood, energy, and sleep. The ancients knew this through observation of Áine, and she represented the healing power of light. It means I am responsible for my own life. I cannot control everyone, change the past, or make other people behave, but I can choose my response, thoughts, and actions. I can choose love. That's what Áine stands for. She reminds us that spiritual maturity means becoming the ruler of ourselves, not controlling others, but mastering ourselves. That is the greatest gift that Áine gives us, is how to love ourselves. Many Irish traditions describe Áine as a fairy queen. Now, before anyone imagines tiny wings and pixie dust, remember that ancient fairies were considered powerful spiritual beings connected with nature. The fairy realm represented mystery, inspiration, imagination, and hidden wisdom. All of the people that believed in fairies found it lightened them up. It helped them through life. Áine reminds us that reality is bigger than what we can see. Most of us here already believe that. We believe that spirit survives death, guidance exists, intuition is real, and the soul continues after physical death. Áine's stories encourage us to stay open to wonder. This year, the summer solstice will rise alongside Father's Day. What a beautiful coincidence. The solstice celebrates the life-giving power of the sun. Father's Day celebrates those who have helped bring life. Think of that your father helped bring you to life. And if you had a great dad, He showed you guidance, protection, and support into this world. Some of you never knew your father. Just today, just take a moment to thank the person who helped you be born. Not every father is perfect, and not every father is biological. Some fathers are stepfathers, some are grandfathers, some uncles or mentors, teachers, coaches, or spiritual guides. Fatherhood is less about biology and more about presence. Father's Day began because of a woman named Sonora Smart Dodd. She wanted to honor her father, a Civil War veteran who raised 6 children as a single parent. She believed fathers deserved recognition just as much as mothers did. The first Father's Day celebration took place in 1910 in the city of Spokane, Washington. It took her more than 60 years before Father's Day became an official national observance in the United States. In 1972, President Richard Nixon signed it into law as a permanent national holiday. In metaphysical teachings, father energy often symbolizes protection, stability, structure, courage, wisdom. Mother energy often symbolizes nurturing, compassion, creative, and intuition. Every human being contains both energies. The healthiest life comes when these qualities work together. Summer solstice and Father's Day occurring together reminds us that strength and love belong together. Power without love becomes domination. Love without strength becomes helplessness. Together they become wisdom. So today, think about your dad. Many of you might carry stories of fathers, grandfathers, and ancestors that are incomplete. Yet their influence continues. Every soldier remembered on Memorial Day. Every grandfather whose stories have faded. Every father who taught us something valuable. Their lives ripple forward. The greatest memorial is not a stone marker. Think about that. The greatest love is courage, humor, and wisdom that continue through us. The greatest memory is the love that continues through us. Father's Day teaches us honor those who guided us, recognize the strength that helped us grow, become a source of encouragement for others. And as you do that, think about what your father gave you. Not how mean he was, not how you didn't like what he did. Just think of what he gave you. He gave you life. Some of you, he gave you the same color hair, or the same color eyes. But he gave you the strength to live. So let's think about today. The summer solstice teaches us life is precious. Light is powerful. Gratitude changes everything. And Father's Day teaches us to honor those who guided us. Recognize the strength that helped us grow. Become a source of encouragement for others. As we stand today in the brightest days of the year, may we become brighter ourselves. How many of you become sad? How many of you become depressed? Today's a day to let it all go. May we become brighter ourselves. May we carry more kindness. May we share more wisdom. And may we become little suns in the lives of those around us. Think about that, becoming a little sun. Okay? This is your Sunday. This is a day of the solstice. This is a day that you become the brightest you can be. Shine like the sun does. And like the ancient fires lit on the hill of Áine, may the light we kindle today travel home with us and continue long after the solstice has passed. Think of today as a bright day, a day to show love, a day to shine brightly, and then carry that through the week. For those of you whose father's still alive, give him a call. If you don't feel like talking to him today, send him a prayer. But honor the man who gave you life. That's the greatest gift we have. And the other thing that we have is honoring solstice. And as I said about Áine, what this says, and like the ancient fires lit on the hill of Áine, may the light we kindle today travel home with us and continue shining long after the solstice has passed. Think about that. Shine the light on your life. You're in charge. You're in charge of the life you live. So I wish you a blessed solstice and a happy Father's Day. And a look at yourself today. What are you accomplishing that wouldn't be benefited by bringing the sun in? Let the sun shine on you today, even if you're living somewhere where it's raining. Know that the rain is going to stop. I want to send the prayers to the people back east and in Texas and all the places where they're receiving storms. They're not thinking of the solstice, they're thinking of survival. But just send them a bit of sunlight. Send them some of your love. You have plenty of love to share. And celebrate the solstice, celebrate Father's Day, but celebrate yourself. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself, is to celebrate who you are. If you woke up this morning feeling lousy, I want you to change it. Do it for me if you don't want to do it for yourself. Say, I'm going to change today for Dottie. I'm going to become happy with myself. And as you say that, you're going to become happy with yourself. You'll feel the change immediately. So thank the sun. Thank Áine. Thank your father. And then thank yourself for being here. There's so many gifts that you have received from everything I've named. You're receiving gifts from the sunlight. You received gifts from your father. You have a lot of good things going on for you. So if you woke up with a headache, take some medicine and go outside and let the sun shine on you. If you woke up feeling low, stupid, many times you wake up feeling, oh, I'm not very bright. Stop that and say, I've got the sun. I can celebrate it. And I thank my Father for giving me birth. Can you do that? I think you can. And now we're going to ask if anybody wants to add anything to either solstice or Father's Day. Do we have anybody that would? There you go. There is our wonderful person there. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Thank you. Joyce. Thank you, Joyce. I looked at you and thought of Patty. Thank you, Joyce.
That's great. That's all right. We're a couple. So I am a very thankful woman at this stage in my development to a remarkable man called Joseph Levi Thomas Brown. Now, I can tell you one thing. You can call me anything you want, but never mess with my daddy. I'm very certain about that. And this was he still is in my life a remarkable being, a remarkable father, teacher, storyteller, and he was there for me up until the last day when he came in spirit to let me know that it was time for him to go. And I accepted that, but I know that he's never left in my heart what I feel and think, what I learned, what he taught me. Today, Dottie, was the most remarkable gift you gave. And I want to thank you very much for that, because it has brought me back into more of recognizing the blessings that Joseph Levi Thomas Brown gave to Joyce C. Brown, who was born June 7th, 1949. And I just want y'all to know he's still with me. He is still with me.
Well, thank you so much for
Yes.
talking to us. Went through your birthday. How was it?
The birthday was wonderful, peaceful,
Good.
calm, you
Good.
know, and I got to be Joyce C. Big smiles and silly. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, great. Glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Do we have somebody else who would like to add something?
Dottie,
Yes.
I would like to first of all apologize because I'm having some issues with my throat. So, I apologize for the song. It wasn't as clear as I wanted.
It was
But
great.
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just going to offer a chant, okay, that we can kind of hold together, and it's we rise with the flame of our love. 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 And we shine, 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 and we shine. Oh yeah, we rise with the flame of our love. We rise with the flame of our love.
Yay! Yay! Thank you so much, Jan. That was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I want to talk about Áine is because she is such a wonderful person that I just became aware of. And as I said, I have been a student of all the goddesses, and I don't know why I missed her. But now that I realize that she's a Scottish goddess, it helps. Because when we were in Scotland and Ireland both, I could feel the sense and the energy of the goddess. And could you feel that when we were in those places? Yes, yes. The earth seemed to talk
Absolutely.
to us. Yes,
Absolutely. Yes. Had some pretty magical experiences. Yes, indeed.
right. And you helped shrink the bus, didn't you?
Well, I didn't get to go to Ireland, but yes, I did help a little bit with some others.
Yes, when we were in Scotland together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of the good things that we did. Uh, so I would like to say a little bit more about solstice because I think that solstice should be remembered a lot stronger than it is. People have been celebrating solstice for thousands of years. It reminds you that the sun is so important. And today, wherever you live, take a time to go out and just stand in the sunlight with your hands up to receive the gift that the sun gives us. And just feel the sun on your body. And know that it helps everything grow. It helps everything shine. It is the greatest gift that you have. That's not part of your household. It's part of your life. So enjoy the sun. Thank the sun. And appreciate the fact that it shines every day. Even when it's raining, the sun doesn't go away. It's a constant thing there. And when you think of all of the celebrations that have gone out to the sun, think that you can add yours. It's the most important energy we have. Energetically, it does more than any other thing above us shines on us or gives us. The sun gives us life. So today, honor the sun. And then honor your father. I know a lot of you have fathers that were distant, fathers you didn't know, fathers you didn't like. But honor them today and say to them in prayer or in person, thank you, Dad. I love you. And let it lighten you up. Some of you have your real father, a couple of stepfathers, and maybe an uncle that helped raise you. Whoever you think of as a male personification of love in your life, honor them. Just take this day to honor the sun and honor your father. And you'll appreciate the energy you receive from them. Yes, Arlene.
Okay, I just had to say something about my father because he was a powerful teacher and a powerful influence in many ways in my life. But there are probably four things that I remember for him most of all. And three of them were just flat out one-to-one lessons. He taught me at a very early age how to throw a right cross. My dad used to teach golden gloves to the troops in the army, and so he was pretty good in the boxing category. And I don't know why. I guess because he had two little girls before he ever had a boy, and it was 4 years between me and my brother that finally came along. But he needed to teach somebody what he had, and so he taught me how to throw a right cross, which saved me the one and only time a man ever hit me, because a man smacked me in the face and I lost my temper and threw that right cross without even that ended that right there. It never happened again. So he taught me that. He taught me that when you're trying to take down a big guy and you're not a very big person, not to worry about it, but whatever you do, tackle them low, because they lose their center of gravity and you can bring them right to the ground. That worked really well a couple of times too. And I'm kind of, oh man, I hope I didn't. No, maybe the first thing, he gave me my first quote. I mean, we all have quotes that we heard throughout our lives that mean something to us. Well, Dad's was very simple. His was from Shakespeare. And it was, above all to thine own self be true. And then must it follow, as the night doth the day, thou canst to no other be false. And man, I think about that probably daily when I'm trying to be as honest as I can. And honesty has always been an important thing to me, because that was one of the very first things that Dad taught me. The other one was just to stick with your family, love life, and make music wherever you can.
Thank you so much, Arlene. That's wonderful. Right, thank you. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add about their dad? Yes, Anne.
I was blessed in my life to have three fathers. Excuse me, my biological father passed when I was 5 years old, and I never really had a chance to know him. And I've looked through every photograph. My aunt and uncle have looked through every photograph, my cousins, my mom, everybody. There's not a single photograph of him holding me or me with him when I was little. And I used to go through a lot of sadness with that, thinking, he was never around. Why, what did he love me? Whatever. And finally, my aunt wrote me a letter and she said, you have to realize the reason why he wasn't in photos with you was because he was the one behind the camera. And he was always the one taking the photos of you, and that he adored you. And, you were his little princess. My stepdad, whom my mom married when I was 6.5, spent his life wanting to adopt myself and my brother, couldn't afford it. So requested that we change our last names to his last name, even though it wasn't his either. And a dysfunctionality, right? So at 11 years old, I changed my name to Maxwell to be closer to him. And a few years before he passed away, he and I had a conversation, and I said, it's easy to be a dad. It's easy to be a father, but to be a dad is something really special. And he said, I always want to be thought of as your father. I've never had stepchildren. I have children. And, he was very, very loving in that way. And he was very much a part of our lives. And my pop, who was my mom's husband for 50 plus years, the one that was in the life longest, he and I weren't as close, but we became closer as we became older. And he decided to transition on my birthday in 2020. And I think that was a rebirthing for him, and a birthing of our love and caring for one another. But I was just very blessed because I was loved by all three, and I loved them all as well. And I feel very blessed and grateful.
Great. Thank you for sharing. That is wonderful. Stephen.
Yeah. So we need to wind down. But I learned on the internet this week, and since I learned it on the internet, it's got to be true. Something
Yep.
we have many, many more female ancestors than we have male ancestors, because in almost every culture, the men go out, they kill each other, and so only a few of the guys get left to father children. So
and they're in wars and stuff like that.
wars, they go, they traditionally go out and do the hunting, and they go farther to gather stuff, while women stay close to the kids because they've got to nurture their children. And that's one of the reasons why guys are genetically programmed maybe to be horrible people, because they've got to deal with the horrible things. So give guys slack. We've got a lot to struggle against. We're just naturally, I don't want to say horrible people. There's got to be a better term for it. Think about it. Think about someone.
Come up with something.
They're more on the edge than women, naturally. And so it's hard to be a good father, because you got to go out and you've got to go, you can't deal with the children. You've got to go bring home, bring home the bacon, that kind of thing. You've got to go dig in the mine. You've got, and so be kind to the thoughts of your male ancestors.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Anybody else want to mention anything about their dad, or about fathers, or about solstice?
I'd like to talk about my dad. My dad was a tall, good-looking guy with a quiet sense of humor. And he died at age, I think it was 66. He was fairly young when he passed away. And he came to me in spirit and said, I never learned to speak this language because where I come from, there's many words for the concept of love. And in this language, in this world, there's so few words for each thing. So, and he was a very quiet guy. He didn't speak very often, but when he spoke, he meant it. And the message that he gave me as he came to me in spirit kind of explained his quietness and his reserve and his reticence to speak. He just didn't know the language. And I think maybe that's true of many men. They don't know the language. But he was a sweet, dedicated guy, took care of us. I asked him what he was proud of, and he just beamed and he said, my kids always had shoes on their feet and food on the table.
Oh, wonderful.
And he didn't have that, so he was really proud of providing that.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much today. It's been wonderful hearing you talk about your dads. Don't forget summer solstice. So if you feel like it, go out naked and stand in the sunshine.
I'd rather do it at the noontime.
Okay, Courtney better do it at the noontime. And now we're collecting for the service. Thank you, Joan, for doing that. And I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for all the hearts.
Farewell.
I love them. Farewell.
Yep.
And have a great day. Whether you celebrate Father's Day, whether you celebrate solstice, whatever you celebrate, enjoy today. Look at the day and say, I'm going to enjoy you, day.
Bless, bless.
There's so much
Farewell.
going on. If you want to go to the park and listen to a concert, do that. But take the time to enjoy the day. Don't sit and work. Don't sit and argue with somebody. Don't sit on the computer all day. Go outside and enjoy the solstice.
Well, we're going to enjoy the blessings that we have received today, the donations that we've received today, which comes from many sources. And because we receive from many sources, we as an organization are able to give to many sources and help people.
Mhm.
So we give thanks for all the gifts and donations, and we give thanks for the blessings. We give thanks for the sunshine. And please remember, regular giving creates regular receiving. So
Thank you.
have a good week standing in the sun and giving blessings, praying for the planet Earth. Pray for yourself, your family, for our nation, for our beautiful planet. And so it is.
And see, look for Joan and Corky at Panera at 1 o'clock. Panera on Coleman Avenue. They're going to have a fun time. And are you doing readings?
Well, I will, yes. I just started doing readings. Come on over.
Okay.
I can
Thank you so
practice.
much. Thank you all.
Thank you,
It's
everyone.
great having you here. Bye now.
Bye. Love you all.
Bye.
Get down to the gallery here.
Yay.
Okay. Ciao now.